Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Ang pag-uusapan natin, okay. Well, dalawang specific things na dapat, alam niyo, bantayan ninyo na mabuti. These are avoidable things. Tama ba yung pagkasabi
Yes.
ko? Mga nare-refuse ang PGWP. Binabalik ang PR application under PNP because of things that you could have prevented to
Yes.
begin with. Yan ang ating pag-uusapan. Okay? Ang ating nagbabalik na guest, tutulong sa atin magsalita tungkol dyan.
Oh,
Dayanara M. Puerto Bantigue. Her email, guys, ha, ang nandyan sa baba if you want to book a consult with her. Dalawang bagay lang to, no? Well, it appears, una sa lahat sa PGWP, marami daw, balita ako, nare-refuse ang PGWP dahil walang
language test.
language test. So,
Yes.
bakit nila nami-miss yun, Dayanara? Why would somebody overlook this requirement?
Yeah. I mean, we are human. That's
Oo.
one. That's one. And it's not this can happen to anybody. This can
Okay.
happen to anybody. This can happen to a DIYer, to a consultant, to a lawyer. This type of mistake can happen to anybody. And it is because of how the system is made. Yung
Mhm.
how the portal is set up.
All
So
right.
the language test is a very recent addition to the
Yeah.
requirements. Recently lang, I think 2024, yung
Okay.
in-add nila yan. So, yung portal miss, up to now, hindi pa rin na-update ng IRCC na sana merong nakalagay na language test
I
required.
see. Okay.
Walang nakalagay. So, the instruction is, we should upload it sa client information tab. Yun ang instruction. But, kung hindi mo na-upload sa client information tab, for some reason, you miss it. We're human.
Mhm.
That happens. The application will proceed
Okay.
without the
Yeah.
language test. And you would have ended up losing that chance na i-upload siya. Pero, meron namang mechanism to add it through web form. Yun naman ang maganda sa IRCC.
Okay.
Tinatanggap nila yun. May mga clients ako, miss, na hindi kasi nila makuha yung language test result na gusto nila, which is 5 minimum for college graduates, 7 for university graduates. So, merong mga hindi nila maabot yung 5. So, nakakailang tests sila over the next few months. Pag nakuha nila, isa-send nila sa web form, merong iba na hindi nila na papansin na, "Ay, hindi ko pala na-attach sa web form."
Naku, okay,
Merong
okay.
mga gano'n. Kasi computers, hindi naman din
Mhm,
nila
mhm.
alam. Ngayon, ang IRCC napapansin ko, mas mabait siya recently. Nanghihingi siya ng additional documents.
Okay.
Pina-prompt niya yung representative o yung tao na, "Uy, magdagdag ka nitong additional document." Ang isang nagiging problema nung iba, when they attach the document, they upload it, but they don't submit it. Hindi
Naku, may
nila
isa pang
alam
boton 'yan, oo.
hindi nila alam na bukod dun sa upload button, may submit button sa baba.
Mhm, mhm.
So,
Okay.
a lot of people miss that, and they end up refused due to a technicality.
Yeah, alright.
Okay?
Pero at least, in fairness, sabi mo, may nagbibigay naman ngayon yung IRCC ng pagkakataong to follow up doon sa English test. Kasi ang
Yes.
actually nasa isip ko, kasi narinig ko naman noon, 'di ba? One mistake, hindi ka nabibigyan ng pagkakataong idagdag yung kulang, eh. Baka refuse na agad. Or
Yeah.
baka case to case basis din ba 'yan, depende sa immigration officer na
Case-to-case
kukuha.
basis, depende sa
Oo,
immigration, depende sa case po ng client ninyo, ay ng application ninyo, depende sa circumstances na meron kayo. But ito lang pong sasabihin ko, IRCC is not evil. Yung iba kasi
oo.
parang yun ang mindset nila. They're not evil, they're very strict, but sometimes they're okay to bend some of the rules
Mhm.
if you're ang akin diyan is humility.
You're right.
Sometimes humility, or most of the time, humility helps a lot na
Mhm.
admit that you made a mistake, send them a web form for reconsideration, or send a new restoration application kung nawala na po kayo ng status. And makiusap, 'di ba, na baka naman po puwede niyong i-ano na 'to kasi sayang naman yung 2 years of pinag-aral ko,
Oo.
$40,000 na tuition fee. $40,000 na living expenses, may mga anak ako,
Okay.
may mga iba na buntis sila, na nai-stress, may mga gano'ng cases, miss, na ang IRCC hindi naman sila parang they're not
Heartless.
heartless, that's the term.
Yeah.
They're not always heartless, sometimes they are, but
Oo.
not always. So, you
Oo.
know, I personally have a case of this na there was an error, but um, I think we sent the the reconsideration application early this month, just yesterday.
I
The
see.
application was reopened, and now we are praying na it will be reversed. So
I see.
it can happen. A tip I can
Hmm.
give is contact your member of parliament.
Oh,
Contact your MP. It cannot be done by your representative. Okay? Hindi ko siya
anong
pwede.
sasabihin nila? Oh.
Give them the information about your application number, refusal letters, anything like that. They will ask you to sign like a use of representative, like authorization to allow them to access or to get information about your application. So you will have to give them your UCI, application number, ganyan. And they can talk to the IRCC and have them, make a case for you.
Okay.
Okay.
But at what point do you think they should consider going to the MP? Ano ba to after
Immediately.
nila immediately
Immediate.
ma-refuse?
Yeah,
Pero at
let's
the
say
same
ma-refuse.
time, magpapa-reconsider sila ba
Yes
by
po, yeah.
themselves? Oo.
Ang tawag dito ni Attorney Lou is kitchen sink approach. Everything but the
Lahat
kitchen.
na.
Lahat, lahat gagawin mo. So, you would be, and actually tinulungan ako ni Attorney Lou dun sa case ko na yun. I'm so, so happy. May
Oo.
sakit siya, pero sabi niya, "Hindi,
Oy.
kakausapin ko yung client mo, kakausapin kahit may sipon, may sakit-sakit siya." Pero he was very, very kind. But,
Okay.
um, you apply for the reconsideration through web form right away. In the,
Mhm.
talk to your MP, tell them na you have this application, it was refused, you applied for reconsideration. And then wait for about 2 to 3 weeks, kasi meron naman po tayo kadalasan 90 days to restore, di ba?
Mhm.
And then apply for restoration, or worst case scenario, probably a temporary resident permit. But
Yeah.
yung temporary resident permit, that's a very technical thing to do. You do need a representative for that or a lawyer to help you
Mhm.
out for TRP. Medyo technical na siyang aspect, but yeah, that's how I would approach it, and that's what I did with
Right.
my client, na ganun yung naging problema niya. So now we're waiting for the reconsideration. Cross fingers,
Yeah.
wala nang maging problema. But this is that's how I would do it. And ang isa dyan is, huwag kayong mawalan ng pag-asa.
Mhm.
Kasi,
Mhm.
may mga cases na 3 beses send ng reconsideration saka pa lang nabuksan.
Oh,
May
talaga?
cases na nag-apply sila ng restoration, tumagal ng 6 na buwan, pero na-approve yung
Alright.
restoration. It can happen. Magsulat ng magandang letter, maayos na letter with all humility. Huwag ka ng lumaban na parang, "Ay, kayo kasi may kasalanan niyan." Huwag na
Oo.
kayong gano'n. 'Di ba?
Inaway mo pa yung
Kasama mo
RRCC.
pa yung IRCC, nanghihingi ka na nga ng reconsideration.
Okay.
Hangga't maaari magpakababa tayo at magdasal po tayo, 'wag
Yeah, of
titigil sa
course.
pagdadasal at sa pananampalataya na lahat ay magiging maayos in the end.
Okay. O guys eto po for PGWP. Meron
Yes
tayong
po.
pag-uusapan, sunod naman. Apparently may concerns ang ilan tungkol sa mga binabalik na applications under provincial nomination programs. But before that, reminder everybody, this episode is only for informational purposes. Hindi po ito legal advice. Okay? If you need help sa kaso ninyo, magkonsulta kayo ng sarili ninyo. Hindi kailangan si Dayanara, kahit sinong gusto nyo. Basta authorized
Of
consultant,
course.
immigration lawyer. Okay? O ngayon puntahan natin tong sa mga binabalik daw na PR applications. This was brought to my attention by an email ulit. Okay?
Mhm.
Let me put up this email. Teka nga, para wala munang papakitang name. Alright. Okay. Teka. This one. Yan.
There we go.
Okay. I'm reaching out, sabi niya, to suggest a topic that I believe many applicants would greatly benefit from.
Of course.
Recently raw, there have been multiple posts sa mga Facebook page siguro to, PR support groups, about applications being returned due to an expired provincial nomination letter. A lot of people, katulad raw niya, are becoming concerned and confused about how this situation actually works and whether applicants need to request extensions or renewals to avoid delays or refusals. Sabi niya, I'm not sure if you've seen this post as well. Actually, hindi. Nag-email ako sa kanya. Sabi ko, sendan mo nga ako ng mga sample ng mga
Sample.
posts. Pero hindi pa siya nakakasend as of recording. No? So we'll just proceed anyway. Sabi niya, hindi daw niya sure kung nakita ko na yung post. But this seems to be affecting many people. Sabi niya, particularly those who have already submitted their PR applications or are still waiting for their AORs. Okay. Naka-experience ka ba? May ganyan ka bang, baka may nagkonsulta sa'yo, Dayanara, na naibalik dahil din expired raw ang kanyang nomination letter?
Wala pa, miss.
Wala
Actually,
pa,
no
okay.
email, no consultation regarding this. Personally, wag naman sana. But I don't
Mm.
have clients na ganito. I have clients na return yung kanilang PNP application due to errors sa certain documents, ganyan.
Mm.
But I do notice recently, IRCC is becoming more lenient in this. Instead of returning the application point. Kasi when your application is returned, everything goes back to step 1. Lahat
Mhm.
ng buwan na pinaghintay mo, babalik yan sa simula. So,
Okay.
because the IRCC understands this, and I think mahaba kasi yung backlog nila, para makatipid sa time, ang ginagawa nila, nagre-request na lang sila ng additional documents.
Alright.
But personally, I think this could be an error from the side of the visa officer or an error from the side of the applicant. Kasi, paano yung sa visa officer? Documents na sinubmit mo on the day na valid sila. You submitted the document
Okay.
February 27. Valid yung language test mo ng February 27. Mag-expire siya next month, for example. Hindi mo na kailangan mag-take ng bagong language test. Kasi,
But same goes with nomination letters.
inasa mo siya on the day na valid pa siya eh.
Okay.
Valid pa siya nung time na nagpasa ka. So, hindi na siya mag-e-expire. Ganon din sa police certificates, again, language test, ECAs, ganyan.
Mhm.
Medical, yung ganon. Kapag valid siya on the day na nagpasa ka ng application mo, then hindi na siya dapat hindi siya dapat magiging dahilan kung bakit mare-refuse ka o mare-return yung application. So, it could be an error of the visa officer. Siyempre, tao lang din sila, baka bago, baka,
Mhm.
'di ba? Kasi po ang nomination application takes months, literal months, sometimes almost a year.
Mhm. Okay.
Sometimes almost a year. So, usually, ang nomination certificate's valid for 6 months. If it takes you about 9 to 10 months para makuha si AOR, so by the time na i-issuehan ka ng AOR, expired na nga siya.
Alright.
Pero, hindi yun ang dapat titingnan ng visa officer. Dapat ang titingnan niya is kailan pinasa. So,
Yes.
yun tingin ko pumapasok yung officer error.
In
Pero,
that case, pwede nilang mag-reconsider and explain that na sinabit
yes,
ko yan ng ano pa.
sinubmit
Okay.
ko 'to ng ganitong date, eto yung nomination certificate ko, bakit sasabihin mo sa'kin na expired? In the meantime, habang nag-a-apply
Okay.
ka ng gano'n, tumawag ka na or mag-email ka na sa province at humingi ka ng updated na kopya ng nomination. Kasi
Okay.
usually bibigyan ka naman, mabait naman ng provinces. 'Pag nominee na nila, usually i-issuehan lang nila 'yan ng bagong nomination certificate na updated na yung expiry date. So, habang
Oh,
nag-a-apply ka ng reconsideration, kontakin na rin yung province to get a new copy just in case kailanganin mo talagang umulit.
yeah. Okay. Is it also a good idea, for example, nanonood sila ngayon, hindi pa naman, wala namang binabalik or what, pero alam
Opo,
nila yung 6-month period nung ano ko, baka papaso na yun na they're just concerned, no, si applicant. Pwede bang humingi siya ng bagong kopya, i-update niya yung file niya ng bagong ano?
yeah,
May ganun pa ba? No
puwede
need.
naman po, pero depende sa province. Kasi yung province magtatanong siya, "Eh, bakit ka humihingi sa amin ng extra kopya ng
Okay, okay.
nomination certificate? May na-refuse ka ba? May error ka ba sa application
Alright.
mo?" Usually, kailangan nila ng dahilan because it's an official certificate. Siyempre hindi naman din gano'n po kadaling i-request yun. So,
Okay.
unless prompted at unless may problema, kasi meron tayong tendency medyo maging praning.
Mhm.
Unless may talagang problemang lumabas, as long as tiwala kayo na yung application package ninyo is tama, walang mali, nandun lahat, it should be okay. 9 times
Oh,
out of 10, it would be okay. Yeah,
alright. Eto na yung sunod, sabi mo, so that's the scenario kapag may error on the part of the
officer
officer.
side, yes po.
Dito ngayon sa applicant,
Opo.
what you're saying is baka naman talaga sinabit ng expired na, bawal talaga yun.
Yes,
Yeah.
opo. Baka po may mga applicant kasi na hindi nila napapansin sometimes yung date ng expiry nila. May mga client ako na, "Ma'am, bababa na ng 16 months yung validity ng permit ko, hindi ko pa na-apply yung asawa ko." Hindi nila napapansin, 'di ba,
Ay,
na medyo yung date nakakalimutan nila, ganyan. It happens, we're human. 'Pag nangyari po yun, make sure na humingi na kayo ng bagong nomination certificate sa province bago kayo
mm,
magpasa. Kasi
okey,
baka naman o kaya baka dalawa yung kopya, may bago, may luma. Hindi niya alam o nasabit niya yung luma. Nangyayari yun,
alright,
miss. So,
okey.
as ang akin, oras na matanggap po ninyo yung nomination certificate, do it as soon as possible, okay?
Mhm,
Basta kumpleto na po ang documents. Ang magtatagal lang naman diyan, miss, most likely yung kung may divorce na hinihintay o kung may police certificate na nagtagal. Kung gano'n
mhm.
ang mangyayari, walang masamang kausapin yung province to ask for additional copy. Pero always make sure na yung pinapasa po ninyo ay valid at the time of your submission.
Oo.
Okay?
Ano kaya, clarify ko lang 'no, Dayanara, itong sinasabi niya,
Opo.
a lot of people becoming concerned
Mhm.
and about how the situation works and whether
Mhm.
applicants need to request extensions or renewals to avoid delays
They
or
don't.
refusal. Ano yung extension or renewals na sinasabi niya kaya?
Extension or renewal of a nomination certificate.
I see,
Opo.
okay. Puwede rin palang extend ang ano, hindi
Opo.
bago.
Opo,
Alright,
yung
okay.
client ko na yun na nagkaproblema sa papers niya, PEI yun. So, um, ibinalik na IRCC because of a certain document na nagkaproblema. So, we had to expired na yung nomination
Mhm.
certificate niya. So, she had to ask for, an updated one from the PEI. It was sent within a day. So,
Okay,
yeah, puwede naman
alright.
po talagang mag-request. Sa OINP, meron pong OINP web form para mag-request, gano'n din sa MPNP, gano'n I believe ang AIP meron kayong puwedeng sendan ng email. So, it's possible to request for a new one, should you
Alright.
need it. Pero kung ire-request mo siya ng hindi naman kailangan, it's subject to the discretion of the province. Most
Ah,
likely tatanungin ka po nila kung bakit.
okay. Okay. So, basta I think the gist of it is make sure you submit it nang hindi siya expired 'no, at that time of submission. Wag na kayong mag-alala kapag ma-reach yung expiration point nang wala ka pang AOR or whatever, that's okay,
That's
okay?
okay, opo. Kasi na-submit mo siya ng valid pa and
Yeah.
personally, we are receiving AORs from a lot of my clients na in-apply ko ng PN kasi bago lang po akong RSIC, 2 years old lang ako, eh. So,
Mm.
siyempre ngayon ko palang nare-receive yung AOR nung mga client ko na in-apply ko ng 2024, ganyan. Ngayon pa lang sila dumarating at expired na po ang mga nomination certificates ng mga yun, pero nakatanggap pa rin po sila ng AOR.
Got it. Okay. Oh, so that is it. I hope nakatulong yung aming episode to our email sender. Maraming salamat. And I truly appreciate everybody sending their emails, private messages. Guys, I prefer email than PMs. Alam
Ako
mo,
din.
minsan lumalabas sila sa message requests ko kasi
Opo.
and they're just piling up there. Pati guys, ito alam ko it's my fault. Meron kasing in a nutshell Facebook page na hindi ko na yan na in-update. Hindi ko talaga actually
Masyadong
pinursue
ginagawa.
yung Facebook page. I think my last post was in 2024. At kahit na yun na yung last post ko, meron pa rin po palang nag-PPM dun minsan. Guys, sorry, hindi ko na po yun na masyadong napapansin.
Email.
Email is the preferred communication
Ako rin
po.
po, gano'n din po ako.
O
Minsan
yan,
may
ito
isang
lang
linggo akong hindi nakaka-reply sa mga Facebook messages. I'm very sorry.
Oo,
It's a
oo.
very busy time.
Correct, correct, correct. So yun lang, okay guys, clarification lang sa mga gusto pong mag-send ng kanilang mga questions. Okay, so we will end this episode here. As always, maraming salamat, Dayanara and Puerto Baltiga. Yung kanyang
Always.
email, yung nandyan sa baba. We'll end this episode here. Bye guys!
Bye!